Unlike every other political podcast today, I have a saved discussion of the debate for the very end of the show, and that's mainly because the debate was, in my opinion, not terribly interesting. In fairness, presidential debates are almost always boring. The last debate against Joe Biden was the exception because watching the incumbent president decay.
Y'all only think it's boring. Y'all only think it's boring when your guy loses. He lost 2 debates last time. He lost, I think, one of the debates versus Hillary. And those were the boring debates. Now when he, dude, I don't know.
Live on camera is many things: shocking, pathetic, horrifying, hilarious at times, but not boring. This time around, Trump did not have the advantage of debating an opponent who had lost his mind. Instead, he was debating one who never really had much of a mind to begin with. And this worked to Trump's advantage early on as he came out strong, hitting Kamala on her record and her habit of flip-flopping on every position she's ever had. And that set him up for one of the best lines of the night. Watch.
And policies like they have, I don't say her because she has no policy. Everything that she believed 3 years ago and 4 years ago is out the window.
Hold on. Also, I want to check something. I forgot to check this. So, Kamala HQ, what's their website? Oh, so they have an issues page where they talk about what their plan is. I guess we can't say that she doesn't have a policy platform that she's running on. Damn.
So she's going to my philosophy now. In fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. She's gone to my philosophy, but if she ever got elected, she'd change it.
So it was a good line. And the thing about Trump's best lines is that they never seem scripted. It didn't appear that Trump came into the debate planning to make a quip about sending Kamala a MAGA hat. Maybe he did have it planned, but he delivers it naturally with impeccable comedic timing. And unlike Kamala, who can never be accused of doing or saying anything naturally, Trump had another great line when talking about Kamala's platform, or lack thereof. Watch.
To know that Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
That's just a soundbite. They gave her that to say. Look, I went to the Wharton School of Finance, and many of those professors, the top professors, think my plan is a brilliant plan. It's a great plan. It's a plan that's going to bring up our worth, our value as a country. It's going to make people want to be able to go and work and create jobs and create a lot of.
You can't be playing that clip as an own, right? He doesn't think that this clip of him speaking is supposed to make him look bad, right? They don't think that this makes Trump look good, right?
That Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
That's just a soundbite. They gave her that to say. Look, I went to the Wharton School of Finance, and many of those professors, the top professors, think my plan is a brilliant plan. It's a great plan. It's a plan that's going to bring up our worth, our value as a country. It's going to make people want to be able to go and work and create jobs and create a lot of good, solid money for our country. And just to finish off, she doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan, and it's like 4 sentences, like run, spot, run. 4 sentences that are just, oh, we'll try and lower taxes. She doesn't have a plan. Take a look at her plan. She doesn't have a plan.
So another very funny line, well delivered, but
he doesn't say
Trump's
anything.
very best moment, in my opinion, was not funny at all. In fact, his best moment when the topic turned to abortion. In that moment, he did the thing that I've been begging Republican politicians to do for years. You've probably heard me on this show many times urging Republicans and urging Trump to turn to their Democrat opponents and demand that they answer the questions that the media will never ask them. And Trump did exactly that here.
Will she allow abortion in the 8th month, 9th month, 7th month?
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, he's attacking Harris for not answering this question. Why is this question being asked? Because Donald Trump was dodging the question as to whether he would sign a national abortion ban. This question was being asked to Harris because he wouldn't commit to not.
Would you do that? Why don't you ask her that question?
Why don't you answer
That's
the
problem.
question? Would you
because
veto?
under Roe v. Wade,
Answer the question. Would you veto?
you could do abortions in the 7th month, the 8th month, the 9th
That's
month,
not true.
and probably after birth. Just look at the former governor of Virginia. The governor of Virginia said, we put the baby aside and then we determine what we want to do with the baby.
President Trump.
So I found out what this is actually from. And the guy was talking about, he wasn't talking about post-birth abortions. He was talking about why it, like the restrictions for abortion should be expanded or reduced. The restrictions should be reduced for like fatal post-birth complications. So if we know that this baby is going to pop out and it's going to die within like 15 hours, within a day or something like that, and all they can do is just like push morphine into the baby to like make it not feel pain until it finally dies, like why shouldn't those be, you know, able to be aborted to save the suffering of the baby and to save the suffering of the parents, right? Like he wasn't talking about killing them afterwards. He's talking about babies that are going to die anyways.
Trump, thank you.
So that's all you have to do. You know, as I've been ranting forever on this show, and before I had the show, Democrats want to keep the abortion conversation revolving around the extreme cases. They want to talk about rape, incest, alleged life of the mother situations where abortion is allegedly medically necessary, even though abortion is actually never medically necessary. But these cases account for fewer than 1% of all abortions. The more...
Wait, there are definitely times where abortion would be something that would be medically necessary. What if you have an ectopic pregnancy? What if you have like the baby has died inside of the womb? You're doing the same like abortion procedure.
The more we allow the debate to focus on the 1% of cases, the more we allow Democrats off the hook. So Democrats demand that Republicans deal with all of the intricacies and nuances and fine distinctions. Meanwhile, Democrats never want to grapple with abortion in even the broadest terms. They don't want...
That's so stupid. What the f are you talking about? All of the nuances on the Democrat side. All of the nuances on the Democrat side. Because there is no consensus as to where it should be limited to or anything like that. The Democrats want to kick it back to like a Roe v. Wade, you know, restriction, which is like, it can't be so, you can't create restrictions on abortion so strong that it would be unavailable for anybody to ever get it, right? Which is why the heartbeat bills and the 6-week bans were always struck down as unconstitutional under Roe v. Wade, right? You can't restrict it by law. Well, by like there's too many edge cases. Well, I thought that you could do under Roe. I thought that you could do like after 3 months you can't get an abortion or something like that, right? Which is why there were different laws in different states for different things, right? Or do I just have it wrong? I've never really looked at like the actual case law. Or not case law, but the actual laws around abortion. It's always just been like the philosophical, should abortion be allowed? But like never about like what the specific laws are in every state. Incest does not matter. Not really pregnancy if dead. There's still like, I think that like I'm pretty sure, now correct me if I'm wrong. I watch a lot of medical shows. I could be totally wrong on this, but it couldn't a fetus like have something done to it like in utero, either like drugs or, you know, like a physical injury, like the mom gets into a car wreck that could leave it brain dead, but its body's still alive because it's on life support with the mother's body? Is that not something that can happen? Because I'm pretty sure that can happen. Yes? Okay. Well, once the fetus is born and 18, they can sue you for the harm of incest in my world. It's not just the harm to the fetus of the incest, which, number one, you're talking about someone who's probably going to have some sort of developmental issues, okay? You're actually insane, all right? Second, like, we're not just talking about the harm to the fetus. We're talking about the harm to the person who was raped by their family member, Talon. You realize that incest is something that is usually a product of rape, right? When we talk about incest, we're talking about the victim of incest. It's like you guys aren't human.
Want to answer even the most basic questions about where they draw the line. Yes, they think it's important that rape victims can get abortions. That's been established. Now, putting the rape cases aside, what about every other case? Where do they draw the line with those? Do they draw a line? Is there any kind of abortion at any stage of pregnancy that they would object to?
Yeah.
Do they think it's okay to kill fully developed infants in the womb who would be
Well, that's why Kamala Harris said that's ridiculous when Trump said the 7th, 8th, or 9th month.
viable outside the womb? Do they think it's okay to kill?
That's grape. Incest is just family. Dog, you don't know what you're talking about. And I really suggest you shut the fuck up before you get absolutely chewed the fuck out. Like before your asshole gets turned inside out by everybody making fun of you. Anencephaly, when a fetus has no brain function? Yeah, but like I don't know, like the concern is that restrictions on abortion become so unbelievably strict that that doctors are too scared to perform the procedure, even on in cases like that, right? We need to stop using incest in the place of grape. You realize if an uncle rapes his niece or nephew, that it would both be incest and rape, right, Talon? Do you realize that? Or do you think that you can only commit one crime per action? Are you like, I'm sorry, this is actually fascinating to me. This is fascinating. Do you think that like it's only incest if both people are consenting, but then like if one person doesn't consent, the incest part of it goes away and suddenly it's just rape? No, libertarians are pedophiles, not incest enjoyers, okay? That's not the stereotype. The stereotype is that they're pedophiles. Yes, but the incest is not the justification? Yeah, it is a justification. I'm sorry, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to do with the conservatives. They're losing it. They're defending incest in my chat now. If a 10-year-old with an uncle and a 10-year-old and teacher is the prescription, I actually do think that you can get charged with. Yeah, thank you. Replay. I was like almost certain that it's illegal to do incest. I did not miss it, and I have also like never seen any of the videos of him arguing incest with anyone, I don't think. Because I don't want to. I don't care. Is it morally neutral? Maybe. Is it gross and illegal? Yeah, also. Aussie laws? I'm like 99% sure. Also, I'm going to have to end the stream here in just a minute. This was just going to be a short stream just because I finished everything that I needed to do today. But I think that if you were a victim of incest, you should be allowed to abort the fetus. Yeah, that's just my personal opinion. But I mean, like, you can tell all the little girls who got by their uncle, you know, or by their stepdad, or by, you know, whoever. Well, tough titties, better carry that baby to term. Otherwise, we're going to throw you and the baby into jail. Like you Republicans really know, or I'm sorry, not Republicans, conservatives, because you're a libertarian. You conservatives really know how to bring women over to your side. Repeal the 19th Amendment. The only reason that Democrats are able to get into office is because women are allowed to vote. We should get rid of the vote for the 19th Amendment. Yeah. Yeah, no, we should definitely restrict abortion as strongly as possible because we don't know how like women's bodies works. We don't know anything about abortion. We have like a couple of arguments that our favorite YouTubers gave us to defend the idea that we should get rid of Roe v. Wade. Wait, why are all the women voting for Democrats? It's so cringe. Conservatives. Well, you said that you're a libertarian. Libertarians, by and large, tend to be conservative. Unless you're a liberal and you're somehow in my chat arguing that incest shouldn't be grounds for like the ability to have an abortion. In which case, you're just stupid. But I don't need to watch the coping. Man, I wish that conservatives like for the few issues that I'm willing to like argue with them about. Like they're fake news when it comes to the stupid Arlington Cemetery thing, when it comes to the like cats and shit being eaten. Like suddenly all conservatives get so like, well, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. You guys are just soy cucks because you don't believe that like this literal cartoon evil thing that we've been saying isn't true. I remember when conservatives used to have like gonads. I remember when they used to like have a single ounce of integrity. Like they were still wrong and they were proven wrong over and over and over. They were still racist, but like in terms of their integrity, they were still willing to defend any of their stupid statements from my chat in VC. But it's just, they've just gone because conservatives know that they're lying now. Conservatives know that they have no basis except for the hate that they have in their hearts for liberals and blackies, like all these darkies that come into our country. They just get so mad about it, but they can't like say that outright. So instead we're just going to go like one step removed from saying the N-word, and instead say that they are eating all of our livestock. They're eating, or I'm sorry, not livestock, our pets. Like, so Jamie Lannister and I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about at all. What the are you talking about? Who's Chris? Okay. Anyways, I've got food to cook. Oh yeah, also, I'm on that we started or restarted doing the keto diet. So, I'm probably going to lose a lot of weight in the next couple of weeks. Oh, Game of Thrones. Okay, yeah. No, I haven't seen that. Sorry. Yeah. Anyways, who shall we raid into? Oh, you know what? I don't know what this guy's life is like now. He used to be a friend of the stream a long time ago. I didn't even know that he still streamed, but I see him live. So everyone pile in and everyone be very nice to him over there. I will see you guys tomorrow, where hopefully we'll be able to do more than like one topic. All right. What? No Game of Thrones? Listen, I just haven't had a chance to watch it, okay? Love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe.